Hi guys, just a quick update on the right flyer that my friend sent me. I've left it suspended from the ceiling here just to see if all those bent struts will straighten up a bit. And they do seem to be straightening up because they all got a bit buckled in the packaging when he sent it to me. And as you can see, the hobby grade rubber, which would be very nice, unfortunately has perished. So I shall have to get some more of that before we can see whether it'll actually fly. But I am quite pleased that most of the struts seem to have straightened up now that they haven't got any pressure on them. Yes, it is noisy in here. This is the hobby grade rubber off the right flyer that I was given. It's old rubber, it's completely dyed at the ends, but I'm wondering if I can actually make use of the strands in the middle individually. How many strands have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strands, and it's about 36 centimeters, 360 millimeters long. So that's 8 times 360 millimeter. And I would guess that looks like 1 millimeter thick. And three millimeters. Hmm, 3.5 millimeters, I reckon. Could have measured it with me calipers. Yeah, probably ought to do that. Maybe 3, maybe 4 millimeters. So I'm reckoning 1 millimeter by, let's be generous, call it 4 millimeters. Because I expect it's all in inches anyway. It's probably an 1/8. Yeah, I'd say it was an 1/8 by a 1/16. I reckon. 1/16 of an inch by 1/8 of an inch, I reckon. And lengthwise, that would be, yeah, about 14 inches. Times 8. 8 times 14, 8 fours, 32. So 112 inches long. If it was 120, it would be 10 feet, wouldn't it? Yeah, okay. Anyway, what I'm going to do at the moment is, if any of this feels all right, I'm going to put a bit of lubricant on it. Put it in the radio controlled car. I don't think this is going to last very long. If you look at the edge of the rubber, you can see it's all falling apart. Yeah, bit of a lost cause this. The rubber, that is. I just thought I'd see if I could make use of it, but I don't think it's going to last very long. To give it a test run, I've put a receiver back on it and a battery just temporarily on the outside, and we'll wind it up and see if we can get down the kitchen and back again. sure how many turns to put on it. Let's see how far we get with that many. Well, we might have managed it if I'd have got the steering right. I'll try it the other way. I'll go down that end, send it down here, and we've got a bit more room to turn. Pushed it a bit too far, that's expected. That old rubber's broken. I'll try just tying a knot in it and see if we can still get it to run. Well, we're not having a lot of luck. That old rubber really isn't up to it. That's another strand's broken. I'll see if I can get some more out of what was left. Slightly better. It's just a matter of how long that old hobby grade rubber will survive. This is getting very frustrating. I've changed the strands of rubber a few times because they've broken. And they're actually a little bit too short. We're not getting the freewheel at the end where the gear should disengage. But because it's too tight, it's not disengaging. So we're not getting freewheel, we're just getting powered. Powered motion. It should drop off at the end there and it should freewheel afterwards, but that's not really much of a problem because we're crashing into the walls. Not getting a full circle and returning on most of my runs. I'll probably edit them all out. If we get a good one, we'll just use the good one. If I don't get a good one, you'll see all the bad ones. Well, that was the best so far. If you watch it carefully, you'll see at the end of the run, it went backwards a little bit. It slowed right down and then it went back, and that's because it's not disengaging because this is too tight. I need a slightly longer band. I could try adding another little bit in there just so it drops off and we get the freewheel. Had to stop there because I put a bit too much pressure on the gearbox here and managed to pop it out of its position on the chassis, so I'm gluing it back together. Still, it works. I mean, I've had to be selective about the bits of rubber that I'm using because most of them are degraded, I think is the word you use. They snap very easily. But we got a couple of reasonably good runs. I need a slightly longer length so that it actually drops off the ratchet at the end there so that we can freewheel. And it would be nice to try it outdoors somewhere. A smooth surface outdoors. It's raining today, so maybe another day. I moved the battery right to the front there because I seemed to be losing grip when it was turning tightly. If we had a bigger space to turn, then life would be a bit easier. So, it works-ish.